Hello, friends. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and share this to my other pages. One is called Beauty by Rhea Hope, and that's like my VIP page. And then I have my actual Facebook page, so make sure you're following in all of that, in all of those pages. And then make sure you're also following me on Instagram. My name there is Rhea Hope, and we'll get started as soon as you guys are all here. And I'll share the new news of what's going on in the unique world. And we're going to do Addiction Palette 6 today, which is one of my favorites. I feel like I had a hair. Yes, Addiction Palette 6, which is my fave because it's literally every color you wish came in a palette, and it comes all in one palette. It's my favorite. And then we're going to do kind of a new spin on my favorite lip combo. Hello, hi guys, welcome. Happy Monday. I hope everyone is having a good one. We are late to the show. I've been catching up on emails all morning, but I did want to pop on and do some makeup with you guys and share what's new. Ooh, Disney World, how fun. Okay, so I see most of you guys here. So they announced today, I don't know how I feel about it, but it is what it is. All of the Addiction palettes, all of them, 1 through 7, are going to be retiring. 1 through 7 Addiction palettes are going away, so now is the time to grab them. They are still on sale in the Kudos. The only one they will be restocking is the Addiction Palette 6. So if you haven't grabbed this one yet, or if it's out of stock in your market, they will be restocking that one. But besides that, like I said, they will be retiring them all. They will be launching a new palette once a year that'll be like on trend with whatever colors are like on or in, you know, whatever. So there will be palettes in the future, but 1 through 7 will be retiring. So if you're like obsessed like I am with Addiction Palette 6, I'm gonna grab like 2 of them because they do last a really long time. So I'm sure by the time I get over it, I'll be running out of it. So it's perfect. Yes, that is correct. Oh, you're always at work, can't catch me live, I know. Yeah, so Unique is always trying to, change things up and, stay hip. So that's the next new thing is we are going to be launching new palettes, just once a year, which I kind of think that's exciting. There are some of the palettes that I just don't think get a lot of use, but yeah, I don't know. I'm always excited for what they launch, so roll with the punches, I guess. Yes, so we are going to be, which palette is best for grays and purples? Addiction Palette 3 would be the one that you want, Mandy. When's the new one coming out? Probably around August. Will you be able to order them separately? You can. You can buy them individually, or you can buy them in the Kudos. So if you guys, like I said, if you like a palette, if you're like, oh my god, Addiction Palette 1, I use it every day. I feel you. I feel you. For green eyes... Addiction Palette 3 would be really pretty, and Addiction Palette 6 for green eyes. Keep them coming. What else you got? Let's go. All right, but Addiction Palette 6 is what we're going to be using today. I have bluish gray eyes. My eyes change with whatever I'm wearing that day. My eyes today are kind of like a blue-green. So I really love, my favorite palettes are 1, 3, and 6. Those are like my faves. Although 4 is really, really good too. And 5, it's so hard. It's so hard. I'll watch you live. Oh, thank you. Yes, they are available only until they sell out. The only palette that will be restocking is Addiction Palette 6. And then once that is gone, I think because they already had a shipment of that on the way. So, yeah. For brown eyes, Addiction Palette 1 or 2 or 6. 6 is like the palette that goes on everybody. Like, I swear, 6 is like you can't go wrong. 6 and 1, you can't go wrong. For blue eyes, I like Addiction Palette 3 and 4 for blue eyes. Brown eyes, I think I said, what did I say, 1? Foundation match, Jennifer, shoot me a message. Shoot me a selfie facing a window. How about brown eyes? I think I already answered. What palette would look good on Hazel? So Hazel kind of lumps in with green eyes. So Hazel would look good with palette 3 and 6. Hello from Boston. Ooh, 72. Yeah, girl. I know, 6 is my favorite too. It's my favorite. What color did you say for blue eyes? I said addiction palette 1 and 4, I think. Now I'm getting confused. Are you letting your hair grow? Yes, 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 I am. I'm letting my hair grow back out. I'll never like have long hair. Like, I'm sorry to break it to you, but I'll never have long hair. I love growing my hair out and then cutting it and growing it out and cutting it and growing it out and cutting it. I live for it. I know most people hate the grow out. I love the grow out. It's so much fun, like going through all the different like stages, getting to have like a faux hawk and getting to have a pixie and getting to have a bob. Like, I think it's so much fun. And honestly, as long as you have a curling or a flat iron that can curl your hair, you're gold. What makeup am I using right now, Donna? I'm using my Liquid Touch foundation in the shade Lace, and I have it on my powder concealer brush, and I did like 6 drops, so I went kind of heavy, and then I'm just buffing it into my skin. But you guys already see this incredible coverage. Is this not so good? Oh, go so good. Do you use Addiction Palette 7? I personally have never used Addiction Palette 7 live. This is what it looks like. It's pretty crazy. But I did wear this in the catalog, or not in the catalog, but on the website. I was the model for this one when it launched. And they did these 2 colors on me, the green and the blue, and then I also wore Electrified and Sharp in one look as well. So I did those 2 too, which was really pretty. But I do plan on using Addiction Palette 7 to do like a St. Patrick's Day kind of vibe. Would you guys like to see that? Thank you. I'm going to give you guys an outfit detail over on my Instagram as soon as I get off here, on my shirt, and then also on some other things that I snagged as of recently. Finally seeing you live. Hello, Noelle. Welcome. If I wear lace in the spray foundation, what color would I wear in the mineral pressed powder? The shade Taffeta. I used a hydrating mask last night and slept in it. Yes, Beth. Oh my gosh. I've heard the most remarkable things about that mask. If you have super dry skin, you have to have the hydrating face mask. I hear it's literally incredible. Like, life-changing. Yes. I believe this shirt does come in plus sizes. Miranda has wild colors. Would love to see that. Okay, I will make sure that is on the calendar very soon, probably this week actually, because I know St. Patrick's Day is coming up, and I want to give you guys a fun eye look to be able to kind of recreate if you're wanting to, which we're going to use the green in there and do like a really fun seasonal St. Patrick's Day. I'm not like really big into like the Halloween kind of makeup looks. Like, I don't know. That's just not my skill level. I like to do things that are more realistic, like for every day. Like, no one's going to really walk around with green eyeshadow, are they? I mean, maybe. A few people might, but the majority of us are like, I want something to wear to work. So I always love to give you guys very, like, user-friendly and, like, tutorials that you can watch over and, like, replay and learn. So, yeah, that's kind of, like, my brand, I guess you could say. Yes, you're so welcome. Are you going to do the Fox Hawk tour? I need to. I haven't done one in forever. I know, I'm not like a huge bright colors girl either. Yay, hello Melinda. Yes, you'd like to see that? Okay, we'll make sure to do that. Yes, Queen is a really good band. Happy Monday. Can't wait to see my order. Yay! Do you know when the beauty oil will be back in stock? I believe on the 22nd of this month. We do not do samples because we have a love it guarantee. So if you don't love anything for any reason, you just return it for your money back. Just ordered. Yay, I'm so excited. Bright colors could be good for a 64-year-old. There's nothing wrong with that. I totally wear green. Ooh, really? It's your fave? Okay. All right, girl, I see you. All right, so right now I'm using my Skin Perfecting Concealer in the shade Organza, and I love this concealer. I used it yesterday all by itself, and I showed you guys my like simple vacation beach pool inspired makeup look. So if you are less more kind of girl, definitely check that tutorial out. But today we're going to be doing full coverage, kind of like full glam, but more everyday-ish. This is kind of what I like to wear every day. I love There's nothing that makes me feel better than a face full of makeup. But I really love full coverage. I love how soft and flawless this makeup coverage is, that I don't feel like I'm wearing a ton of makeup, and I know that my skin looks like a porcelain doll. I love that. And I love that I can easily achieve it so fast. Like, how long was that? Like, so quick. Liquid Touch foundation and the Skin Perfecting Concealer are all that I have on my skin right now. Is that amazing? Like, I had this angry blemish right there. Not red no more. It is so good. If you need to be color matched for this coverage, message me a selfie facing a window and I can give you a full recommendation. So like I said, all you need to do is be facing a window and I can give you that full recommendation on what products to grab and in what shades. Now, if you don't love full coverage, obviously I'm not going to give you a recommendation for like full spanking coverage. But if you love something that's more light or airy or whatever, now I'm going to use my setting powder, I can give you that recommendation for that. So I just grab it on my dry beauty blender and now I'm going to pop this on. I have naturally really oily skin. And then this is also amazing if you live somewhere where it's really humid or you're oily when you wear makeup. I have a lot of people like that. They're like, I have dry skin, but when I wear makeup, I'm oily. So the setting powder is a really good step for that. If you do have dry skin or a lot of fine lines and wrinkles, I really wouldn't recommend this product. You can still use it. You're just not going to want to use it the way I'm using it. I'm using it in a technique called baking. So what I do is I took my cap off and I used a lot of it and I popped it all over my skin. This is going to absorb any natural oils that are pushing against my skin or pushing against my makeup. So instead of it moving my makeup around, just going to absorb it into the setting powder. So it's a good little trickaroo if you do experience getting really oily or really shiny during the day with your makeup. Or if you have to wear a mask at work, this is a really good step to be able to kind of create that barrier in between the two. So tips and tricks, you guys. But if you do have dry skin or a lot of fine lines and wrinkles, here's your step. You're going to take your Mineral Touch pressed powder and you're going to grab the lightest shade in the shade Scarlet, for example. And I'm going to take my dry beauty blender again. I'm going to grab a little bit of that product and then I'm going to push. I'm just going to push it on the areas that I get really creasy or really oily. And this pressed powder, because of how we're applying it, is going to kind of seal it up and absorb any of the natural oil as well. So there's different tricks and tips you can do. If you ever struggle with application with our makeup, just message me and I would be thrilled to help you. You can always let me know. I got your back, girl. Hello guys, welcome. Hi Robin. Can you use the liquid foundation on the kabuki brush? Yes, you can. I personally prefer the powder concealer brush over the kabuki brush just because the kabuki brush is a little more dense and I like to be able to kind of massage it into my skin rather than kind of buffing it on top. But it's all personal preference. Some people love stipulating it in, so it just depends. So my beauty blender that I apply my foundation and my concealer with are damp. The other one that I used is dry. I did spritz it with my setting spray just to kind of create a more softer consistency, but it's all personal preference. But I always do recommend to try things different ways. If you're not satisfied with the way that it's looking copying a certain technique, try a different technique and see if that helps. And like I said, you can always message me and I can give you a recommendation on a different technique or a different way to apply it or maybe a different color, etc. Oh, thank you. You guys are so sweet. Just ordered the eyeliner. Yay! I'm so excited. I can't wait to get it. I always end up looking like a raccoon. I know, I feel you. That's why I love our eyeliner. It doesn't like build up or smudge or smear like that. I get oily in my T-zone when I wear makeup. Do you recommend baking in that area only? Yes, exactly, Kayla. So you're not going to want to use product where you don't need it or where you don't have to put it. So if you only get oily in that area, I would just use a setting powder in that area. Or if your cheeks are like super duper dry, I obviously wouldn't set them. I would set it with my setting spray and my rose water instead of powder. So it's always, different techniques, different methods, and there's tons of way to put on makeup. So just message me. Sorry, I didn't hear what you said about if we have fine lines and wrinkles, what to use. I recommended using the pressed powder and not the setting powder to set your makeup. This big fluffy brush is not actually by Unique, but you can message me and I can give you the link to it because it applies the pressed powder so beautifully. I love it. It applies it so soft on my skin, mattifies everything. It makes it more full coverage, and the brush definitely helps. So message me if you haven't grabbed that brush yet and I can give it to you. I use the shade Taffeta in my pressed powder for all over. So I use lace and taffeta. So those two together equal out my skin tone. And then I always do my scarlet pressed powder for my under eyes to make it a little bit more brighter and just make my skin look a little more vibrant. Now I'm going to go in with my beachfront bronzer, and this is in the shade Hermosa. This guy is amazing. This bronzer and then this brush really make contouring so fast and so easy. You're going to start at the top of the ear, working to the corner of the mouth, and start vertically, and then you're just going to kind of swish it back and forth in the hollow of your cheek. So find out where your cheekbone is and go right underneath that bone, right there. And then you're going to turn the brush more horizontally and just swirl over that area just like this. And this is going to soften that line up, so it's not going to look like a straight up line on your face, but more of a shadow. So see how much more like structured this side of my face looks versus this side. Click the little heart if you see the difference. See how this side of my face looks a little more washed out? This side you can really see the bone structure. You can really see the bronze. You can really see how it's a lot warmer. See that? Isn't that crazy? Like just right here and right here, it's like as if I just lost 5 pounds on this side of my face. That's so weird. How long is the money back guarantee? I believe it's tiered. So you get a full refund after 2 weeks. You get like, I don't know, I don't want to talk out of my butt, but it's like 50% after a month. It changes as it goes. But full refund after 2 weeks. You'll know if makeup's working or not within 2 weeks. I usually do things twice. If I use a product and I don't like it the first time, I usually will try it a different way the next time. Maybe I switch up my primer, maybe I'll switch up my technique, and then I'll try it again. And if I kind of like it, maybe I'll try it one more time, but 2 to 3 times, and you'll definitely know if a product works for you or not. And again, that's why you have me. You can always message me and let me know if you're having trouble, or let me know if you don't remember how to use a product or a tool or whatever. I'm using the tapered blusher brush to contour, and this is underneath tools on the website. And you guys, this brush is like a must-have. This really, really makes contouring so easy and so quick. Tapered blusher brush, that's what this guy is called. Aw, yeah, I love that. There's nothing that makes me feel better than a good compliment about makeup, right? I'm using the beachfront bronzer in the shade Hermosa. And again, that's going to be on my website, rayahopebeauty.com. You can find it under face, and then it's going to be under bronzer and blush. Now, there is a lighter shade in the shade Sunset. So if you are learning how to contour, or you just want something to just give you a little bit of warmth so you don't look so washed out, I can always tell when a girl doesn't contour, doesn't add any bronzer, because she just looks a little pale. Even if the color is a perfect match, you still just kind of look pale, because when you are using liquid or powder foundations, you're covering up the natural shape of your face, because our face, like your cheeks stick out a certain amount, so this area doesn't get as tan as up here, or etc. Like, you have a natural contour to your skin already. So when you're putting over a liquid or you're putting over a powder, you're taking away like your natural, I'm talking natural contour. So adding a little bit of something isn't going to take your makeup, like make you look like you're full glam, but it's simply just going to give you back the structure that you just took away from using makeup. Sunspots, I would recommend the Uplift Beauty Serum and the Uology Serum, as well as the Brightening Face Mask. Those 3 things are incredible within our skincare. No question, but big thank you. Aw, thanks. You're so sweet. If I use eyelet in the spray, what would I use? Recommend. So you're the same color. So if you use eyelet in the spray, you're eyelet in the liquid. Came with powder light and taffeta. No, it's darker, Sandra. Do you use blusher brush for blush too? Yes, that's exactly what I'm using right now. So this is called the blusher brush, and then that one that I just used is called the tapered blusher brush. So tapered, contour, no tapered, blush. So now I'm actually going to use the shade Sisterly. I know this one is out of stock, but I wanted to use it and show it so you guys can put it on your wish list, because it's coming back in stock at the end of the month. And this is by far, like hands down, 1001% my favorite blush color, because of how gorgeous it is. It gives you the most prettiest bone structure. It just, see that gleam? It's not glitter, it's not sparkles. It's just a gorgeous sheen. You see that? Like, zoom in on that skin. Isn't that so pretty? Oh my gosh, I love it. So pretty. It like makes you look like you're smiling even when you're not. It's so good. So again, that's the shade Sisterly, and that comes back in stock at the end of the month. So make sure that you sign up for my notifications so you don't miss out. So you can sign up 2 ways. One, you can text the number. Here, you're going to text Rhea Hope to 25456. Text Rhea Hope to 25456 and you'll get alerted when things go in stock or on sale. You can also, 3 little dots up here, you see those? Click on those 3 dots and you'll be asked if you want to turn on live notifications. Turn those bad boys on and you will be alerted as well. Alright, so now for highlight, I'm just going to use my Touch the Mode Luminizer in the shade Lustrous just to add a little pop of glow. And this is amazing, especially if you're taking photos or during the summer. It's so pretty. It gives you just this bronzy, sun-kissed glow. And also the cream highlights that I love, 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 love. These guys are on sale under Steals and Deals. So if you didn't see that, there's a little tab right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. Yes, it's free, Sarah. RheaHopeBeauty.com. The highlights, the luminizers, these guys are on sale. The beachfront line is all on sale. All of the Spurge cream shadows, all of the lip stains, the contour palette. There's a ton of products on sale, but only until 11 p.m. today, Pacific Standard Time. So if you haven't checked out the Steals and Deals tab, go to RheaHopeBeauty.com, click Shop Now, and then at the very top you'll see a purple banner. Click on the purple banner and it'll take you right to the Steals and Deals tab. So it comes out. Yay, I'm so excited for you. You're going to love it. Oh wait, hold on. As soon as it came out at noon, before I got my cart info, it was sold out. Oh, the worst. I hate that. So they will be restocking the spray foundation in June. I know that's probably not what you wanted to hear. But a lot of the colors are still in stock if you haven't checked yet. I know taffeta is still in stock. That's a hugely popular shade. Satin, chiffon, all 3 of those are still in stock. So if those are your colors, go grab them because I don't know how long they're going to stay. Oh, Sally, I love that compliment. I'm so glad I could help you. Hello, hi guys. I will give you shirt details over on my Instagram story as soon as I get off here. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you do so today. My name there is Rhea Hope, and then to watch the Instagram stories, super duper easy. You go to my website, or you go to my Instagram, RheaHopeBeauty.com, and then you're going to click on my profile picture, and then my Instagram story will start to play. Just like that. Alright, I'm getting out my eyeshadow brushes because we're going to do eyeshadow here in un momento. And then we'll do mascara. Okay. Alright, let's do our brows really fast. We're going to do the brow pencil in the shade Medium. And we're going to throw on our brows really fast. I use organza and you use velour. So you can grab your summer shade, Melanie. If you wear velour in the winter, you are probably taffeta in the summer. So you could always do your summer shade before that sells out. I'm sorry, Miss Truetta. I think I'm saying your name right. I hope I am. I think those colors that are still in stock will be too dark for you. But they will be restocking in June. I might want to blush without shimmer in it. Does Sisterly have shimmer in it? So Sisterly is going to be one of those sheeny blushes, yes. So if you want a blush that's very gorgeous with that has no glimmer in it, you will want the shade Seductive or Stunning. So many S's. Seductive or Stunning are both matte, and they're both very, very pretty. And they are also on my website, RheaHopeBeauty.com. It really, I'm telling you guys, these products make it easy. It's not me, I swear. I am like the most talentless person. Like, I'm not kidding. I grew up a tomboy. I had no idea. I didn't even know what contouring was when I started with Younique. I remember I messaged my sponsor and I was like, is contouring something you do with your eyes? And she was like, no, girl. Go watch YouTube. And I'm like, okay, I'll be right back. I was like, oh, definitely not something you do with your eyes. So if I can do it, you can do it. I promise you, these products and these tools make it so easy. I used to actually have a hard time as well before I was using this product. I would use it and I'd be like, oh gosh, like, no, that does not look right. wipe off. And it wasn't until I started watching these tutorials and I had my products and I would do it with them and I would pause it and I would rewind it and I would try again and I would message my unique girl and I'd be like, am I doing this right? And she'd be like, yes, or, you know, add a little more over here or whatever. And it wasn't until then that I started really like getting the confidence and getting the knowledge on how to do this. Correct, but I think Sweet is out of stock, so Seductive would be a good option. Is Camlet dark for your skin tone? I'm lacing the liquid and taffeta in the powder. It feels a little pinkish. Camlet is going to be like a whole different color spectrum, so it's a little bit different, a little more yellow undertoned, but it would kind of be it would be similar to taffeta, yes. I love unique makeup and skincare. Tried a few years ago and will never go back. Oh, I love that. Thanks, Lisa. All right, I'm going to throw on my eyeliner. And again, if you missed it, we were talking about this earlier. This is amazing. It's the best eyeliner out there. It's only $15 all by itself, or you can get it on sale in the Kudos. But it's incredible. It doesn't smudge or smear. It actually stays where you put it. And it's super creamy. It glides right on. So that's the shade Perfect. It's just like the black. Do you remember the name of the lip stain you used last month? Skittish. And that's also on sale in the Steals and Deals tab. Okay, so now ready for eyeshadow. So if you missed my announcement in the beginning of my tutorial, I did announce that Unique did announce all the announcements today that all of the eyeshadow palettes 1 through 7 will be retiring. A little bit sad. It's okay though. I know that they'll come out with something better. They will be releasing 1 new palette a year with on-trend colors, which is exciting. But you poke your eye. I know it can be a little tricky, but I always kind of like set it and I kind of like move. My eye doesn't move. So I like blink on it and then I'll move it. But the eyeshadow palettes, like I said, are being retired. So make sure that you snag these. If you have a palette that you like can't get enough of, stock up on it. They are still on sale on the Kudos. So everything, yes, is available right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com, and that's where you can find. I know, very sad, but it'll be exciting. I know they'll come out with something just as good or if not better. So make sure that you snag your palettes if you're obsessed with one that you love. And like I said, they're still on sale on the Kudos, so you stock up. No, not at all. It doesn't even budge. It's pretty dang water resistant, especially with your setting spray. I actually was talking to someone earlier about that. She's like, it's supposed to rain. Am I all right? I'm like, you're fine. As long as you have setting spray, you're good, girl. Okay, so we're going to use the Addiction Palette 6 today, which is one of my faves, just because it's literally every color I wish came in a palette. It comes in this one. It's my favorite. I am actually going to buy 2 of these because I love it that much. So I'm going to start with my fluffy crease brush, and then I'm going to grab this guy right here, which is the shade Enthralled. Am I Polish or Ukrainian? That's a good question. I don't know what I am. I know I'm Eastern European. My aunt traced our ancestry a long time ago, and we are descendants of Ragnar Lothbrok, who is a Viking. So wherever Vikings are from, that's where I'm from. And then my dad's side is Cherokee Indian and German. And then my mom's side is, like I said, Viking and a little bit German too. So that's what I am. So I think the Indian in me gives me the olive undertones. I'm in love with the palette. I know it's so good. I went to your site, but I can't find the Steals and Deals. It's candy. So you're going to go to RheaHopeBeauty.com, click Shop Now, and then you're going to click on the purple banner. It's at the very, very top. I don't know why it's not in the menu. It irritates me too. But very top, and you'll look for, it's purple. It says 30%. You're German too? Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, so I'm German on my dad and my mom's side, so I'm like very German. But also very Indian on my dad's side. He has we literally had 1% not enough to live on a reservation, which I'm actually kind of glad about that now. But I remember in high school, they were giving money to people who had enough Indian in them. We were like, just enough, not Indian enough. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what site we used, but it was my mom's cousin that did it, that traced us back. Norwegian, there you go, from Norway. I'm Norwegian. Or I guess it's Norwegian, huh? Or Danish, okay, there you go. So we're actually descendants from Ragnar Lothbrok's son, Snake Eye. So he would have been Grandpa Ragnar. Oklahoma, nice. Lots of 5 shades of foundation. Yes, right? I know. I can wear like 3 or 4 different shades because of the good old undertones. All right, so what I've been doing is just mixing in Enthralled, which is this light brown color, into my crease, which I love this color. It's just a very subtle kind of taupey brown, and it just gives you a really nice dimension to your eye. So now what we're going to do is we're going to slowly build that guy up, and we're going to go in with this color right here, which is Blazing. It's going to be more of like a maroony red color. It's really, really pretty. On my fluffy crease brush, and I always tap in, and you can blow it off. And then I'm just going to very lightly, I'm holding my brush pretty much towards the back to make sure I have a light hand. And then I always think rainbow, rainbow, zigzag. And then I always swirl on this outside corner, and then I take it up and in. You're Danish and have some Cherokee, Dutch and German. I'm German and Scottish. Full-blown Dutch. Wow. Oh, blooded. Sorry. Full-blown. I want to tell you thank you. Aw, thank you. I'm so glad you love it. I need help with eyeshadow. I have hooded eyes. Okay, so here's a tip for my hooded eye ladies. So when you are doing your eyeshadow, it's going to be very hard to get in that crease without kind of overpowering your eye. So what you're going to do is you are going to take your color, you're going to tap it, you're going to swirl on the cap or the mirror, you're going to tap some off, blow on it, and then you're going to hold your brush towards the back, and you're going to keep your eye open. That's the key. Open eyes. And it's going to force you to make your crease higher up, which normal creases are like down here, but that doesn't work for you with your hooded eye. So you are going to keep your eye open the entire time until you do your lid color. It's going to force, look at how much higher up that is than this. See how you can really actually see what's going on versus that side? So that is your trick. So keep in mind, eyes open, and then you're also going to want to make sure that you're using these brushes by Unique. They are so incredible. They are the perfect amount of fluff. They're the perfect amount of tapered. They really make a big difference on how blended and beautiful your eyeshadow turns out, I swear. Which palette? I'm using the Addiction Palette 6, which is so pretty. It's like browns, you have your pinks, your mauves, you have matte, you have metallic, you got it all, baby. All right, so once we are done with that, so again, that was Blazing that we've been just working up subtly. And again, open eyes, open eyes. All right, so once we have that on, now I'm gonna go in with a different brush. I'm gonna use the Deluxe brush right here, and I'm gonna use this color right here, which is the shade Impressive. This is gonna be more of a metallic kind of like pinky mauve. And I'm going to grab that, and then I'm going to pop this on the lid. And this color is really, really pretty. Look at that. But it just blends very well with Blazing. But I love these palettes because there's no thought involved with what color goes with what. You can literally mix and match any of these colors together on your eye, any combination, and it will look good. So if you struggle with knowing, like, does this go? Does this go with this? Which I feel you, I've totally been there. Grab the Addiction palettes. They're honestly the easiest way to go about doing your eyeshadow and not having to think about if the colors go together. They are so user-friendly. They're pigmented without being like too much. You don't want to go in and be like, oh my gosh, what have I done? It looks amazing no matter what. So I'm just going to continue to put this on all over the lid, just like that. And I love this Deluxe brush. It really applies the powders very nicely, clings onto them really well, and kind of like places them on the eye rather than sweeping and having a bunch of fallout all over the place. So Deluxe brush is what I'm using right now, and then we're going in with this color from Addiction Palette 6, the shade Impressive. And again, I'm just tapping that all over, and then I'm going to go back in with Enthralled, which is this lighter brown, and I'm just going to dust this right on top, and this is going to be like my blend out shade. Hello, how are you? I got some brushes today because I have hooded eyes in those colors, and the palette are so pretty. Yay, I'm so glad you grabbed your brushes. If you haven't checked out the eyeshadow brushes by Unique, I'm telling you guys, they're incredible. I've had all of the same ones since I started. I've been a Unique presenter for 4 years, and I haven't had to replace a single brush. Isn't that crazy? That's so good. All right, so now I'm going to go with this color right here, which is Ostentatious, and I'm going to grab that on my liner shader brush, and this is the color that I'm just going to smoke out my eye with. I like because it's just a dark chocolate brown. It's perfect for popping underneath. Thank you. What shadow brush should I get? I have the fluffy one. So your next ones I would make sure to grab is the liner shader brush, which is this guy. It's cool because you get two ends. And then I would grab the crease brush, which we're going to use here in 1 second. And then I would grab the blending brush. So deluxe brush, liner shader, blending, crease brush are all musts. And they actually do have a pack of them. It's like the set, not a pack. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's a set. So you can do the face set or the eye set. Either one, and they're discounted when you buy them in a set too. All right, so I went a little heavy, which, all right, we'll fix it. We'll do it. All right, so there, and then just make sure everything looks good before we move on. And then now I'm going to take my crease brush and I'm going to grab this color right here, which is Lofty, and it's just this really pretty kind of champagne-y metallic, and I'm just going to pop that on the inner corner. Just to add a little pizzazz. Like that. See how it like adds a little pretty gleam to your inner eye? It's very pretty. All right, so now, like I said, we're gonna clean up our under eye just a little bit. I'm gonna take an empty brush and I'll just sweep, and then what I do is I take my blending bud, which had a little bit of foundation still on it, and then I very firmly will kind of bounce this off my under eye. This not only will kind of sharpen up this area right here, but it will pick up any eyeshadow that fell. And it will clean up this little under eye area too. Just like that. Perfect. Wipe off that. Okay, so now that our eyes are done, I'm going to set my makeup and do my lips. And my mascara. So you guys know I always spray my makeup before I'm actually done because I don't like when my mascara gets even more wet, which can cause transferring. So we spray and set before, but spraying and setting your makeup is so crucially important. It takes away the makeup-y look, it takes away the powdery look, and it helps to hold everything in place all day long. And then now we're going to go in with our lash primer, just like it's a crime not to prime your face. Same goes for your lashes. This lash primer is seriously game changer when it comes to your lashes. It hydrates them, gives them even more length and volume, helps to curl them. It's seriously must. If you don't have this already, definitely grab it. It can go under any mascara, but it's so good, especially if you're trying to grow your eyelashes, which, I mean, who wouldn't want your lashes to be longer? It's amazing. All right, so once we've done our lash primer, I go right in with my 4D and the mascara, the 4D or the regular Epic mascara, also on sale on the Kudos. So if you haven't checked out the Kudos, make sure you do so. Stock up on your palette since they will be retiring. Perfect time to get them since they're on sale. So get any eyeshadow palette, you get any mascara, and you get any eyeliner. And then you can also upgrade the Kudos to include the eye primer. So you get a ton of products. So whether you already love an eyeshadow palette or whether you need one, definitely grab the Kudos. Thank you. Which pressed powder for highlight? You'll want the shade Scarlet for your under eye highlight. But if that one's not available, you can also do the shade Organza, which is very light as well, just has very light pink undertones in it. But that's actually a really good thing if you're a little bit darker complexion or if you have dark circles, because a pink color will help to hide dark circles the best. That's actually why I use the shade Organza in our concealer. It hides dark circles better than any other concealer color because of the pink undertones. I don't use a lash curler because I don't need to. My lashes curl so beautifully and so well with the lash primer and the 4D mascara. So, I mean, I don't know if I'd like them any curlier than how they already go. I am not. Yes, they are retiring all of the palettes 1 through 7. They will be launching a new palette every year with trending colors, But if you love one of the palettes that we have already, definitely grab it before it sells out. The only palette they'll be restocking is Addiction Palette 6, but they're just doing one restock of that. Okay, so we have our mascara on, and then last thing I always do is I love to go in with my waterproof Epic Mascara, 1, because it adds even more length and volume, but 2, because it makes my lashes waterproof. Like, yes please, I'll take some of that. Yeah, organza is a really good one too. And it's really light. Like it would definitely highlight your under eye for sure. Lace stick foundation, so what pressed powder would you suggest? The shade Taffeta for you, Lauren. I'm gonna use one of these like microfiber things. It always gets out the makeup in your hair. Got these on Amazon. Okay. So now lips. I'm gonna do my like favorite lip combo, but this is like a new, like, I don't know, new idea from it or with it. Okay, so I'm gonna take the lip liner in Prudent and we're gonna line our lips with this. And like I said before, if you haven't yet, message me a selfie facing a window and I can give you a full recommendation. Can let you know what colors to get, what products. Just let me know if your skin is dry, oily, or normal. And what kind of coverage you like. Do you like full coverage, light coverage, etc.? And I can give you a full recommendation. So definitely send me a selfie, send me a message today. Or just comment, please color match me here in the comments. And I'll try to find your comment. Sometimes they all disappear on me. So that's hard. That's why I always encourage you guys to send me a message. Alright, so I'm going to fill in my whole lip with my lip liner. And I love these because they're smudge proof. They're matte and they glide on. And they're only 15 bucks. What under eye if my foundation is satin? You'll want the shade Velour for your under eye, Nicole. Is Prudent a neutral pink or a natural peach? It's more of a neutral pink. How do I message you? So you'll want to tap on my face. A little window should pop down. You'll click on my name. The name will take you to my page, my Facebook group, my page, my whatever, wherever you're watching me from, and you'll be able to see an option to be able to send me a message. Thank you. Yeah, all my rings are from online. I'll give you the links to all of them over on my Instagram story. Clean mirror, always good to know. Yes, absolutely. That's a good idea. All right, so now I'm going to take my lipstick in the shade Upscale. And this color looks phenomenal on everyone. It's so, so good. It's like the perfect nude. And it has a very slight sheen to it. Not a glitter, not a glimmer, nothing. Just more of a sheen. So it makes your lips look so pouty. So if you've been looking for a lipstick that helps with that, grab Upscale. That's your to-do list. All right, so now a different kind of vibe on it. I'm going to take the lip gloss in the shade Lunar, which as you can see is this like really pretty kind of goldy color. And I'm going to pop that right on top. Now this is going to make it more of like a brownie nude. And I really like it. Oh yeah, that's pretty. I love it. All right, so there's the whole makeup look. Like I keep telling you, message me for a recommendation if you need any help picking out products. Stock up on your addiction palettes because they are going away. So grab it in the kudos if you want to grab it on sale. But if you already know what palette you love, snag a few of them. Make sure you're shopping right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. Yes, Upscale is more of like a peachy pink or like a pinky peachy pink. But it's really, really pretty. But message me if you guys need any help picking out products or colors or eyeshadow or foundation or whatever. And then, yeah, let me know if you guys need anything. Make sure that you are clicking these 3 little dots. Turn on live notifications. And then in the bottom left-hand corner, make sure you click that share button. Share it to your page so when you do get your products in the mail, you could do it with me. And I love you guys. I'll see you over on Instagram now where I'll give you all the details to my rings, my shirt, my necklace, all the things. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. My name is Rhea Hope there. And watch the Instagram stories by clicking on the profile picture on Instagram. Yes, I did Addiction Palette 3 or 4 days ago. but that'll still be on my page. So you can go to Rhea Coleman or Rhea Hope and then scroll down and you'll find it. But see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys over on Instagram next.